How's everybody doing? Good? All right, my name is Adil Yang. I'm the co-founder of Picmonic, Education's Imagination, and I'm proud to say we're one of the few Arizona companies, so I'm representing. Woo! All right, thank you. All right, and so today I'd like to have a little bit of fun. I hope to convert all of you guys here to becoming a believer of the power of pictorial mnemonics, hence the name Picmonics. So I'm going to date back, our methodology really goes back a long, long way. It goes back to the days of the ancient Greek, a bunch of old guys who had incredible memories. In fact, these were poets, philosophers, who could literally remember this epic poem just like that without any use of words, or they didn't have printing press at the time, let alone technology, and they were able to do that. Now, fast forward to the 21st century. Now, today, you're looking at memory champions or athletes that can do the same thing. In fact, they use the same technique, something called the memory palace, visual associations, remembering things via the imagination. And these people were able to memorize phone books, deck of poker cards, random order in 21 seconds. And there was this guy, Joshua Foer, who documented this. In fact, many of you probably heard of him. He later on became a memory champion, and his message was that this ability to memorize is in all of us. And the take-home message really is that our memory is like a muscle. The more you train at it, the stronger it gets. And so we know that. But why is that relevant? Well, we've been at this conference for a couple of days now. We know that in the classroom, students are overwhelmed with the amount of information that they have to absorb, memorize, regurgitate, and they struggle to do so. They really do, because of how much they have to remember. And the worst thing about it is they study it, they memorize it for a test, and then they forget it. They give it right back to the teacher. So retention is important. We live in an incredibly visual world. Everywhere we go, we see interaction, we see multimedia. Technology has really sped that up. But how is this applied in the classrooms? Like how are you seeing the actual knowledge that we're trying to deliver come to life? Well, I can tell you that there's already been research done, and I really love what Chris said about the kind of research approach, which is where we're coming from, is that there are decades of research that supports the combination of really the pictorial and the mnemonic devices, and by mnemonic devices I mean things that help people with memory, and prove that not only do you retain knowledge longer, you're able to apply that knowledge because you have it. And so when I was in medical school at the University of Arizona, I'm a native, I faced the same problem of having to memorize thousands of drugs and diseases, and it was insane. Wouldn't want to share that experience with you because you all run away, never wanting to see a doctor again. But the point is that we took that research and we took the technology and we took the imagination, the creativity, and we created, that was just a sneak peek, ignore that. We were able to bring to life really the visual mnemonics of the modern day, and actually via a research-driven approach apply it and show efficacy. So I'm going to pretend that I am a medical doctor giving a lecture, okay? And bear with me because it can get a little dry. I'm going to say, all right, so there's this virus that you all have to remember because you're going to be a doctor, and it's from the Picmonic family, okay? Anyone here doctor? Good, I'm good, I feel better. All right, and there's this virus called the rhinovirus, and it causes the common cold, and there's like 100 different serotypes. That's why people get cold all the time, and it passes through your GI tract, but it gets destroyed by your gastrointestinal secretions. That's why you don't have GI symptoms with this virus. All right, so pretend that, multiply that by 10 or 100. That's how much you have to absorb and remember. And I guarantee you, by the end of the day, you'll be like, wait, what did he say? What virus was that? You're not going to remember it. And everybody struggles with that because text-based information is hard to retain. Now, instead, I'm going to show you this. So, rhinovirus is actually a little rhino on a virus legs. So you're going to remember that. And notice how the little rhinoviruses have little red noses, and they look like they have the common cold. And the front one, you see this big stomach squeezing an acidic lemon and dissolving the front rhinovirus. And you see how the stomach character also has, he's holding a pickled corn. to help you remember that it's a picorna virus. Now I really want you to like absorb that image in your head, okay? And the point being that you're not gonna forget it. In fact, you're gonna be able to apply it months from now, okay? So that's the difference we're talking about. Now, what we have been able to deliver is really an online learning system that delivers original content, the audio-visual mnemonics that we create with incredible artists, graphic designers, medical students. We're bringing all the multidisciplinary, different disciplines together to create these mnemonics. Now, our system really, in order to empower and to enable the visual mnemonics in today's day and age, you need technology. So we have a whole platform that organizes information, kind of like iTunes. And students can come on and find the information that's relevant to them. There's also a ton of other features like notes. People can take notes. There's discussion boards. There's actual text-based information too for students that are exposed to disease or drugs for the first time. And how do we actually reach the reach the customers? Well, our customers are the students, and that I love what the speech Linda gave this morning. It's all about, and Chegg as well, it's all about our customers, our students. And now we have the ability to. In fact, people are using iTunes. They come to our web application, and they can subscribe to any content they want for a fee. And that's our initial business model, and we have other ways to reach customers. For example, freemium, we give them a few content, and then we allow them to access other ones. Hook them, and then get them. So I'm really proud to announce that we actually launched our very first product, targeted for medical students, about 3 months ago, January 15th. And in less than 3 months, we've actually, these numbers were a week ago, but we're over 8,000 members, over 2,800 customers in 325 medical schools in 40 different countries. And we're profitable as well, which is really awesome. And the point being that, where do we want to go? Well, we've established this sort of proof of concept with the business model, with the research, with the science behind what we're doing. So we really want to take this now and expand it to other disciplines, as well as helping students in medicine, as well as science and K through 12, to really utilize this amazing technique to help them learn. So I'll be here if you guys have any questions. Thank you very much for your time. And by the way, if you drive home tonight, think about rhinovirus. I don't want to turn you guys into hypochondriacs. If you have the sniffles, it's probably allergies, just saying. So thank you very much.